Top dog, it's a room full of brinds. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, make the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I call the time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
On one, ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's Mixon on the counter. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Here we go.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there. Get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They look terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
First carry now for Chris Evans. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. And now they will throw it with Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion. But give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort turned it into a successful play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first. Back to throw, Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
From the 41, Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Joe Schobert. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there, 21 yards the play. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Watson, option left. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow looking left side, and he's got now a loose football. The ball comes out, but I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was, and they'll keep possession of the football. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
On 1, ready?
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Burrow on 3rd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down now, Seymour. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Deshaun Watson, 69 yards. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown to the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time,
he's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals get a bit closer.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Chubb running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11.
Burrow will throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown Bengals.
Jamar Chase,
69 yards.
And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front. The front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10, and the slot man goes in motion left. To throw is Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it.
Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On 1, ready?
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Burrow. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so it went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Yeah, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try the left side. Seymour. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. They'll start here with a give to Mixon.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Able to find Kmet.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. That one goes for 24 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here we go. Go.
Running right, this is Evans.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go, here we go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watson to throw.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
Now Watson.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50 yards out.